Well, I have to tell you, I love, love, love essential oils. They make me feel more balanced, less stressed, a little lavender oil on my pillow before I go to sleep at night, and I'm good. And my next guest says essential oils can help you get a good night's sleep, aid in weight loss, or even reduce PMS and menopause symptoms. In fact, Dr. James Geiger wrote the book on it. It's called The Sweet Smell of Success, Health and Wealth Secrets. It details how essential oils, the life force of aromatic plants, can aid in good health and how the results have improved the lives of some of his very own patients. Dr. Geiger joins us this morning as part of our book author series. Hello there.
Hello.
I'm glad you're with us this morning because I do love essential oils, and we'll get into that in just a bit. But I want to get into you and your background. You are an anesthesiologist and an aromatherapist. You're also known as the Oil MD, not a common combination. How did this come about for you?
Very simply, I was in the recovery room handing off a patient to one of the recovery room nurses, and I heard the recovery room nurse behind me say to her patient, "Oh, I'm sorry you're nauseated. Can I offer you an aromatherapy treatment, essential oil of peppermint?" Caught my attention. Next thing I know, she's my mentor instructor. I'm in a class, 200 hours, clinically certified aromatherapy practitioner, and becoming the Oil MD, writing a book, having my own product line with products like Well Balanced Lady.
Right.
Keyword here.
Are you the only one in the country?
It seems to me. I haven't found any others yet.
Well, you know, it's funny because when we were talking a couple of weeks ago, you were actually in the OR talking to me about a patient that you just finished operating on who'd consented to be given ginger root in the OR. How does aromatherapy actually aid in healing?
In many ways. In that specific incident, it's to prevent nausea afterwards, but it also helps prevent the retching or the throwing up that can ruin a specific surgery. If you have abdominal surgery and a hernia repair, you don't want that tearing out, or eye surgery. So it has very practical applications in healing in terms of those types of surgery, as well as others.
Now, when you talk about marrying aromatherapy and anesthesia, you do have to be careful, right?
Absolutely. I mean, there are definite caveats about specific oils and specific patients and their coexisting problems. But marriage is a legal binding thing. Well, hospitals have legal binding things and therefore protocols. I fortunately walked into a facility that had integrative medical therapies. And
so they were already open to
pre-approved oils ready to go for me. It was wonderful.
Absolutely. Well, I have to tell you this. I hope this is not TMI for, all the viewers out there, but I get really bad PMS. I like to use natural remedies, right, to aid in helping me during that time. How can essential oils help?
Well, so does my wife like to use natural remedies, and that's why she helped me design this one Well Balanced Lady. Hormonal balance and imbalance during different times of the month and in different age groups can be very readily manipulated with oils from plants. The language of plants speak loudly to women and to their irritability or other problems like hot flashes in particular. Very effective.
Absolutely. Well, what I found intriguing about the book is, we talked a little bit about, natural remedies, but also home remedies I also find fascinating because in the book you talk about some simple home remedies for common complaints, and a lot of these home remedies you can find right there on your spice rack.
Absolutely. I mean, ginger is a spice, other condiments, basil, oregano, thyme, they're very potent. They have very strong antiviral, antibacterial properties. The food industry is using them for packaging to prevent those like spoilage of blueberries, in fact. But for actual remedy in the kitchen, 1 drop of essential oil when you're cooking can equal a whole teaspoon of, say, ginger powder or thyme powder.
So thyme is good, ginger's good. What
Very
else?
potent. Well, the rosemary also, bay laurel, all of these things that on your spice rack can easily be converted into oils by other companies in the industry. And then you can buy those and dilute them. Say 1 or 2 drops in a little teaspoon of oil can be put on a child's feet for treating, say, colicky pains from GI distress. All kinds of things can be done with them.
Well, I said at the top that I put lavender on my pillow at night, and it does help me get a good night's sleep. And I do believe in the power of aromatherapy, but I'm sure that you have encountered a lot of skeptics out there who, number one, don't understand it, and number two, when you talk about giving ginger root in the OR, obviously it's it may strike a chord in some people that may not be so positive. Having said that, what is the takeaway? And you're laughing because you've heard this. What would you like to leave viewers with?
From a patient's viewpoint, they have great needs. And when you bring aromatherapy up, it calms their fears because they've just journey from one thing to another. And they become converted at the end when they give you the thumbs up and say, no nausea this time, thanks, doc. My dad did the same thing, and he had hiccups. I used an aromatherapy treatment on him, and the hiccups went away, and he said, you can tell my story.
Well, he says that because he, at first, was like, oh, no, 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 don't use anything that's different, right?
That's right. As a surgeon and a colonel, you know, it's like, that's different, and it was different for him. But in our sphere of influence, we influence people, and mothers at home can influence their family. They can learn aromatherapy. It's a very safe and wonderful thing to develop the art of and use in the home, and then their sphere of influence in helping people will grow, and they'll have the great benefits of these effective oils. The language of plants speaks loudly to them.
Well, thank you so much for coming by and sharing this with us today.
And
some
thank
really
you,
good
too.
information. Sure. And again, the book is called The Sweet Smell of Success, Health and Wealth Secrets. For more information on the book, Dr. Geiger, or his product line, please visit his website, oilmd.com.